After weeks of bitter negotiations, the U.S. and Canada have now reached a new trade deal.
The agreement is expected to open the Canadian dairy market to American farmers and promises protection to Canada's auto industry from the tariffs President Trump had threatened. The new trade deal still has to be approved by Congress, but as 7 Eyewitness News reporter Ed Riley tells us, it's already bringing hope back to local farmers.
The future is looking brighter as a whole.
Now that the U.S., Mexico, and Canada have worked out a new trade agreement, it is raising hopes for dairy farmers like Dustin Bliss in Cattaraugus County. In March, we talked with Dustin when milk prices were very low, and it was costing Dustin more to produce milk from his 500 cows than he could sell it for.
I think anyone who owns a dairy farm is thinking about closing up shop.
Dustin was not alone. The financial stress was so great that agencies were sending dairy farmers information about suicide prevention.
You take away everything they own, plus their job, and say that you've got to go out and find something completely different. Of course, suicide is a problem.
But now, under the pending trade agreement, Canada will stop undercutting U.S. dairy exports by selling its government-subsidized dairy products way below market value.
They were selling skim milk powder into Mexico for half of what the global milk price was at the time, just to get rid of that product.
American dairy farmers will also get more access to the Canadian marketplace.
Because if we continued going down the path we're in, there would be very few, if any, dairy farms left.
Canadian dairy farmers are not happy with the deal, but the agreement will help U.S. farmers make money through increased exports.
As far as dairy is concerned, U.S. dairy farmers won to Canadian dairy farmers losing in this deal.
Congress still needs to ratify the trade agreement, and Dustin Bliss hopes it goes quickly, despite Washington politics.
It's certainly great news for any congressman that has farmers in their district.
Dairy farmers are not the only ones affected. The steel industry is also taking a close look at this agreement, especially Welded Tube USA, a company that was forced to cut back production in Lackawanna because of the trade war tariffs. In Delavan, Ed Riley, 7 Eyewitness News.
Erie County is fighting back against credit card scammers. The county